This March has been about madness, and I'm not talking about basketball. It has made me mad in um, many levels. What have I done with my anger? Why am I mad in March? I'm mad in March because I'm tired of marching. I'm mad in March because there are people who have passed away in my life 10 days from each other that were pivotal people. And one was a poetry mentor, and the other was my birth mother. And both are people that made me who I am in a way, like helped craft this poet, meaning helped me turn pain into poetry, whether they were, for example, Larry throwing paper on the ground, using poetry as a way to show me that you can release rage this way, and that this is how therapeutic poetry can be. And you can even write for human rights, or whether it be my mom telling me that she gave me the name Venus because she liked the song Venus in Blue Jeans, and her not being able to tell me much more than that because my birth mother and I were estranged. She didn't really raise me, but she gave me my name and she gave me life, but now she's gone. And so is my poetry mentor and friend, most importantly, friend, Larry, who invited me when I felt unloved or hated on by other poets. He always greeted me with a hug and a smile and reminded me of my gifts. So, as I attribute both of them, I guess, in this same post, I want to read you a poem by Larry Jaffe called Joyous Mothers. And it reminds me when I read this poem by Larry, I'm reading it because I'm thinking of my mom, who brought me in this world, my first mother, my first tribe. But I'm also thinking of all of us as human family, and I'm thinking of human rights, and I'm mad that we still have to march and ask for everyone to be treated with dignity and every human to be treated with respect. And we all don't have a clear definition of what respect means. So I look forward to the day when more mothers are, as Marvin Gaye says, too many crying. You know the lyrics. And that's what we want. We want a world where we don't really have to write lyrics like this anymore. We don't have to write poems like this anymore because we can just speak about joy. And we can be more joyous and practice more peace. But until then, the march continues because the madness continues. And I want to read to you a poem that Larry Jaffe, my mentor and friend, wrote for his mom. And I wrote a whole book called She Rose for my mother Rose and my mommy Rosemary, who also raised me. But this is a poem he wrote called Joyous Mothers. It says in his note, in his newsletter, that she asked him, "Why, Larry? But why?" And I think she was talking about why be a poet? Why throw your papers all over the place and scream and shout and try to make this world right? Well, some of us, we don't have a choice. It's kind of like how we came up in here. I think him and I are kindred spirits in that way. We help create Poets for Human Rights. And shout out to Stasha and Larry. He inspired my poem, Poetic Soldier. It taught me about Pablo Neruda. And I guess we're still marching because it's still about wanting to move forward and onward and upwards. This poem, though, is for all of the unsung sheroes and the real mothers of this world who want to nurture us. I want to sing. I want to sing joy Joy to all the mothers out there. But my lips feel clenched when I try to scream above the crowds. I will try to whisper my hellos, greetings. Wish these mothers okay. Wish them okay. Through the diatribe of noise, I only wish to bring joy, not frustration or conspiracies or plaintive realities. I only wish to bring joy to the mothers of the world, to the fathers, daughters, and sons that back them up unconditionally. Mothers do not need to be woken up. They already know the penalties of sleeping through cries. Mothers are the reality. They do not waver in the wind. They take their children in stride and make lives happen without retribution or pain. This is the year of the mother. May she rest in peace. May she live in peace. Mother is not a curse to shout out at misogynists. Mother is a word of praise and dignity. Paint portraits of mothers and recline and thriving on life. Paint smiles on their faces. Remove the venom and the outrage from your heart. This is a day to rejoice, kiss, and hug a mother. Don't let this day go undernourished. Oh, amen. Rest in peace.